basically, last video, well, this is going to be some next YouTube inception, because this is the second video I'm recording, but it's going to be a third video you're seeing, because this is actually the night after I recorded the intro and talking about what the crack is with the channel, but then this is the night after that, and then the video you're going to watch first, if you've not skipped that video, is going to be filmed this coming weekend, and then this video I'm recording will be posted either the weekend or next week. I'm confused and I understand what's going on. So yeah. Right then, so with all the inception bits, right then, so whenever you're watching this, it don't matter when or where, like, as long as you're watching this. So this is going to be a series that is going to be called Pure Waffle, because it's what I'm good at, just talking utter rubbish. And yeah, it's going to be like a podcast style. And then, like, obviously we're in lockdown now, but the plan is to get people from elsewhere, like my pals, other people, to just basically just come on, have a few beers, and then yeah, sort of like talk about the car scene, talk about the world situation, talk about shows, cars, builds, projects, no matter, like, you name it. So earlier on my Instagram, let's have a look, I put a poll up, well, a question asky thing, and a few viewers commented, and basically it was just questions for me to talk about in this video. So the first one, we've got John Nixon. He put, when are you going to slam the Fiesta? Right. I get this question all the time off so many different people. It's like, when are you going to drop the Fiesta? Because the arch gap, as you can see, is like that. So yeah, I would love to slam it on its arse and to be laying frame, but I don't want to shred my arches because a new set of wings are like 700 quid and your boy can't afford it. So yeah, the plan is to do some measuring and maybe sort something out, but there's no plans at the moment to drop it on its arse. Like, fast forward 5 years, I wouldn't mind slapping an air ride kit on it, but there's no air ride kits out there for it, so it'd be a custom job, which it's a lot of money to throw at it, but yeah, it's something that, yeah, it's an idea, maybe not, we'll see. So the next one kind of ties in with this one. So Cars Harley put on, what are you going to do to the Mark 1 in the future? So basically, I want to just make it really clean. So I've got some bits on the front panel, which I want to clean and tidy up, and obviously running no front plate. Like the valance has got some holes in where someone's like drilled 4 or 5 holes for the number plate, which A, don't make sense, B, they don't line up, and it just looks a mess. So yeah, I want to smooth all that, get that looking tidy, and then there's like it's like not an underseal, it's like Raptor covering on like the sills all the way around and across the back, which it looks smart, but it's looking like tired now. So I want to strip all that and then redo it so it's like fresh, and then some other bits to do to it. I've got the other door, so I stripped this door and tied it all up, like resprayed it, cleaned it all, and then repainted it. And I've got the same to do to the other door, which I might do a video on, like a how-to sort of thing, if people want to see it. If you don't, you don't. If you do. Also, front suspension needs to come apart for a strip down and a respray, checking everything's sound underneath there, and also just, yeah, making it look a bit better than it does at the moment. So that's that one. Third one, Will Fade, big up. Any plans for a second project, another Ford or something different? So yeah, there is plans for a second car, as I talked about in the first video. I want to do a track build, something proper, like function orientated. It looks like it's going to be a Ford, but I'm not going to say any more than that. I'm going to do like a proper reveal on it when the time comes. But at the moment, just building up funds so I can do it properly instead of doing it half-heartedly. So yeah, that's the answer to that one. Next one. Eleanor Darnell. Why a classic Fiesta? Basically, my dad's been in like the Ford scene, and I've been around Ford all my life because so's he. So I've got that like in my veins. That's like a bit of a passion. So it was kind of like natural progression to jump into something retro. A, because it's different. B, because you don't see them around. And I was looking at like Mark II Escorts and stuff like that, Sierras, but like, as an apprentice couldn't afford it, and then couldn't afford the insurance because obviously it's rear wheel drive. So yeah, like the Fiesta was sort of like the next like step down in money, but still got the retro feel about it. So yeah, that's kind of why I went for a Fiesta. And then obviously, like once I'd seen it, I was looking into them and doing like a bit of research, and I'd seen like Mike Johnson's supercharged Z-Tech Fiesta that was just outrageous, which looked proper cool. And yeah, just seen another couple of builds around that kind of got me into it. I was like, you know what, you can actually make these look quite cool. Obviously I'm still trying with this one, like. Next one, Josh Lee Jones. Yellow headlight, everything. Right, the reason behind that was I did it to the fog lights on my daily and was like, it doesn't actually look that tacky. And yeah, just fancy a bit of change on the front of this. I had some tint left over, did the one, and was like, you know what, this actually looks half decent. It kind of suits the colour, kind of makes it look a bit more aggressive if you like. So then did the other one, and then yeah, left it as it is, and it doesn't distort the lights or anything. It's actually alright to see out of driving at night. So yeah, that's that one. Another one, why did you opt for a Mark I Fiesta? Pro UK. Yeah, same sort of thing as I spoke about earlier, something a bit different, something retro-y, something that it's just easy to work on, and I can stick my own touch on it, instead of it being like a modern car where you pull the bonnet pin, you open it, and it's just all plastic and it takes you about an hour to get underneath it. So yeah, that's sort of the meaning and the following behind the Mark I of why I jumped into one. So yeah, top 3 Golfs. Obviously James's, because it's like dumb low, it sounds smart, it's got character, it's static, it's hard, and it's just cool, and he drives it well as well. And yeah, it's just a smart like build. And then there's like a couple of others. There was, I think, well, it's still about, but the guy sold it. It's a static Mark V on Tiguan wheels that are like 20-inch, and it's just it's static and it looks so clean. It's like proper OEM plus sort of build. So yeah, those are the top 3, well, top 2 Golfs that I can think of off my head. Right. Tom Van, dream car. Dream car. Everyone's got like your typical Ferrari F40, that sort of thing. But sort of more like a realistic one would be like a 3-door Sierra Cosworth, on centre lock BBSs, Recaros on a set of coilovers so it sits nice. But yeah, that'd be a sort of like realistic dream car, something that could be possible with a bit of graft. So yeah, that's that one. So that's all of the responses. And then Luke, Turner sent me a couple earlier. So, you put, what's your view on the car scene? Well, I'm going to do a whole video on COVID-19 and the car scene in general, and that will take up a whole video because I could talk about different aspects of the car scene, but I'm going to do it in one video so it's all summarised, so I don't have to rush it in this one because otherwise this video would just be way too long and it would just be me talking. Yeah, so that's that one. Where do I want to be in 5 or 10 years? 5 years, I want to be finished and sorted with my apprenticeship, onto a decent wage. I want to have a decent gaff that I'm living in, and then yeah, I'll obviously still have this, have the track car all built up properly, get some events underneath its belt. So yeah, that sort of thing. Well, I have my own house, have a decent couple of cars, and obviously upgrade my daily. So I've got a semi-smart daily to roll around in, as well as having a track car and a show car. So yeah, trio of cars in the house basically. That's the plan. So yeah, that's what we're trying to go for. I wouldn't even say 5 years, I'd say 3 or 4 years that'd happen. It's just about how hard you work really, isn't it? And then you're saying about talking about my auto testing, sprinting and rallying experience. I'm not going to cover that one in this video. I'll go on to speak about it when we start the track sort of build, and I'll go into my history and the reason why I want to do a track build and that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll leave it at that off Luke. Sound Luke for sending them in. Now tailors. Right then. So he's put, apart from Ford, which brand had the best saloons in the 90s? Right. So I'd say it's a tough one, isn't it? I'd say Audi had some pretty hard saloons back in the day, like in the 90s. They were pretty cool, even though the 90s was mainly hatchback based in the car scene. You got big up to all the Max Power boys, just Boise motors, absolutely outrageous. But yeah, probably Audi or BM. You got the E36, which is yeah, everyone knows about the E36. We don't need to talk about that. So yeah, that sort of thing. His second one is, why is my Fiesta so peng? I don't know, it's one of them really, isn't it? Just a bit of graft and you can turn a car into something half decent, nowhere near finished with it, so we'll see where it ends up. What got me into the old school Ford scene originally? I spoke about it earlier in the video, just saying about my old man was in the Ford scene, and that's kind of been in my blood, and that's just been natural progression sort of thing. So yeah, that's all of the sent in questions and that sort of thing. So I'm going to try and do these, like I said earlier, with different people after lockdown, so it's not just me talking into the camera. So yeah, I'll mainly be putting the questions on my Instagram, I think, because that's where I've got the biggest following. My Instagram's jck.msn, which is obviously a shameless plug because that's how you be a YouTuber. Number 1, plug your Instagram. Number 2, say like, comment and subscribe at the end of a video because that's how everyone does it, isn't it? So yeah, I'll probably be putting question boxes on my Instagram stories. So ask us anything you like, ask us about cars, about people, about life, about work, anything, just make it interesting really. And we'll try and get some special guests on here, get some of my pals after lockdown, and we'll try and get a bit of variety. So I think that's kind of the way the channel's going. We're obviously going to do them 2 main builds. I've got some ideas of some how-to videos as well. I've got to repair a couple of bumpers on the daily. So a couple of plasti weld sort of how-to videos, prepping bumpers and repairing bumpers, how-tos. So it'd be like show car, everything around that, track car, everything around that, how-tos, and then obviously these podcast style videos, like quite talking heavy videos. So yeah, you'll have the 3 main builds, the how-tos, and obviously this pure waffle sort of vibe. So yeah, that's about it for this video, I think. Appreciate everyone who sent in their questions and sent in everything for us to talk about, to provide some content. Obviously, keep giving us feedback, keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing. Appreciate all the love, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.